I'm tracking several opportunities for rain and snow in the forecast. Let's get right to it now. Show you down the weather highway. Here come these storms. So some of them not really storms per se, but yes, there will be opportunities, especially in North Country of northern New England. That's where the snow is going to be most likely, but even in the valleys, you're going to see some snow in the next several days here. So here come the storms down the weather pipeline once again. Storms are a relative term, right? We're getting close into winter, but into November now. We are November 3rd, and there will be a weather highway opportunities here. Low pressure systems. A front comes through tonight that's going to bring a lot of wind, more rain than snow from this fast moving cold front. And then another one comes through Wednesday into Thursday. You see that here. Now that one's got a better opportunity for snow, not just in the mountains, but also in the valley floor. So outside of the mountains where it is typically chilly. Another one comes through on Saturday into Sunday, and then we clear out. And another one comes through late Sunday here. This one mostly on the rain side with some wraparound mountain snow showers, even some lake effect here coming into Buffalo and Syracuse. So that's the update of the situation in the next several days. I want to show you the last hour here on radar. So here you have the gale warnings going up, okay? Astronomically, these seas are going to be building, and also there's going to be a low pressure system coming up from the Carolinas that's going to enhance that. Also, rainfall coming up from the Carolinas in the mid-Atlantic. Here's your front off to the west in Toronto coming in, and that's going to be coming through tonight. So in New England, you're in the middle of both of these systems, and eventually they're going to kind of get together, not combine into some big storm, but there will be indirect impacts from both systems here. And there it is on the satellite picture. You can see the cloud cover from the front, cloud cover from out ahead of that low pressure system off the coast of Carolinas. In between, you've got a clear sky from Utica all the way up into Maine, back down really just outside of DC, where the sky is clear, but the clouds are going to win this battle here as this cold front starts to come in from the west here. So there's your first system. Also that low passes off to the east, okay? High astronomicals, gale warning up, high seas. And then another system is going to reload here in the Great Lakes, okay? This is going to be for into Wednesday and Thursday. Another system comes through. So here it is, the wind. So you've got two systems in the next couple of days, right? And the first one's going to bring those wind gusts up, especially in New England, 30, 40 miles per hour. And then another one comes through the mid-Atlantic and into southern New England and northern New England. That's going to bring the wind up here, 30, 40, 50 miles an hour, okay? So two systems, a bunch of wind. It's the winds of change as the seasons are transitioning right now into fall and into even early hints of winter. Remember, the first day of winter by meteorological standards is December 1st. It's not down, later into December by way of the calendar. It's December 1st because that's when the weather patterns change, okay? So not talking about, basically winter and summer solstices or equinoxes. I'm talking about meteorologically the day of when the weather changes. And that is the first of the month, the 1st of December. That's the next change in the seasons in weather terminology. Now, here come the systems coming up from the west and from the south, okay? So there's multiple opportunities here the next 7 to 10 days. Really, this is actually, just do 7 days out. Let's go 7 days out through November 10th. And you're seeing here green and blue. So rain and snow opportunities. I just want to show you those coming down the weather pipeline. And also want to show you precip because still a drought going on, and these are not exact numbers for precip of what you can expect, but there's a good amount here, okay? Upstate New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, okay? Getting more than 1 inch, more than 3 inches here, a lake effect going on. Syracuse, Buffalo, a little bit of a hole here, New Jersey, New York City, okay? Because you've got a system here and a system here, right? So a lot of the moisture misses out on Connecticut and Massachusetts, but outside of that, with the lake enhancement, you could certainly see a lot more in New York and also in Vermont, New Hampshire, northern New England, okay? So that's a look at the precip, but if you break the precip down to here's the frozen side of things, here's the snow, opportunity, the trend, you're going out through Monday of November 18th, so These are not exact forecast numbers, but you definitely see, especially North Country of Maine, Western Mountains, Adirondacks, the Champlain Valley of Vermont, Greens and Whites, New Hampshire, Western Mountains, Carrabassett Valley. That's an early start to ski season and board season for Northern New England. Southern New England, not so much. Northern New England, yes, and there are some 1s and 2s here to the south of that, but I wouldn't expect that to be overly significant. However, you do have some lake effect going on here. We'll see if it's cold enough, but 3-4 inches or so in the lake. That would be an early start on the lake effect snow season going on. So I thank you for watching on JasonNappyWeather.com, the weather blog, but also for following on Facebook and NappyCast.com, where you can get the forecast for New England, and that is every day.